Hello everyone and welcome to another Baldur's Gate draft. This time rare is first pickable. I really like the evokers because something you might not realize right away is that this thing, because it gets +1/+1 counters whenever you conjure one or more cards. Of course it does apply when you conjure this lightning bolt when it ETBs, but it also the double team is the wording says that you conjure the copy to your hand, which means that whenever you attack with the evokers, it's already a 2/2 because of conjuring the lightning bolt, and maybe you even could attack with some other double team cards, creatures on the same turn, but well, usually maybe not. But when this attacks and conjures the other copy to your hand, this will be a 3/3. So it's a 3 mana 3/3 if you get to attack with it. Otherwise it's a 3 mana 2/2 if you don't get to attack with it. And it's good enough because Lightning Bolt is good and there's some fixing in the set, so it shouldn't be too hard to get the red going on, even if your other main color is not red. Now that said, blue is weak, the weakest color in this format, but I want to also draft blue whenever I can, and if I get the strong rares, some uncommons that are stronger, I'm happy to draft blue because otherwise I will avoid the color. So it's a rare thing, so if I get this first big blue card, I at least hope blue is sufficiently open, because usually it is. Now, what to follow it up with? This pack isn't too strong. There's a reasonable 2-drop. The Olber Shepherd is quite nice because this can, if you have the deck for it, you can just get some free card draws with this thing, and also a 3 mana 1/4 is a good blocker. I would also like to have the Pilgrim's Eye, also works with the mountain if I need to splash for the red, but I think I'll take the uncommon. Also blue-green is an archetype word which I think is one of the better blue color combinations, so let's see if I can get some kind of a, I don't know, a ramp deck going on here. The Prosperous Innkeeper and Follow the Tracks are the next interesting options here. Also, this is a fairly weak pack. Innkeepers gives me a treasure which can be sacked for red. This can be used to get the red gate also, so both of these help with the Thyan evokers, even if I'm just base blue-green. I think it's one of these. The pick, the Circle of the Moon Druid, is not really that amazing. It's a playable card, but I wouldn't take it here. This also has some incidental life gain. Let's take the 2-drop. And I think it's going to be easier to get those those 3 mana ramp spells later in the draft. It is just a common after all, and it's not a very high pick, so I should be able to see those later. Alright, so Scaled Nurturer is okay. Blue has dragons, green has dragons, also red has. All those 3 colors have, the most dragons. White and black have like some rare dragons, I think. But what about this thing? Choose a creature type whenever. Oh yeah, this would be a tribal card. I don't think I can really pick that. I also don't like the fact this thing has 0 power. I'll take the Pilgrim's Eye now. That is really decent. Alright, so not a lot of green necessarily in this pack. There is the Allura. It's a 4 mana 3/2, a little bit expensive, but you can use the ability to bounce some ETB effects, which I don't have a lot yet. Well, actually, this double team is you lose it perpetually, so bouncing it doesn't help to re-trigger the double team. But I think I'll still take it. The Vessel Vampire Spawn, which is also good. I could move to some other color combination, but maybe I'll try to make this blue-green work now, and at least for now. Another Vampire Spawn. Split the Spoils is really not good. The Stroke of Luck isn't a good one either, so the best card in this pack might just be the Vampire Spawn. There's also Deadly Dispute, which is fine, so I guess I could move to black here, drafting black, but These are still not the kind of premium of black stuff. It is good, but I guess I don't need like a Shocking Grasp. Charmed Sleep is also way too risky. It's easy to get rid of it, so I don't want to give opponent value in that way. So maybe I'll just take the Vampire's Bone after all. I don't care about the Shocking Grasp that much. If I move to black, well, then I definitely want to have this one picked from that pack. Alright, so now I get, you know, this is the state of blue in this format. I see 4 blue cards, 2 of them are even uncommons. Still, the quality of these cards, it's not that great. None of these are actually that good. I think the best card in the pack is just the random 2-drop here, the Hobgoblin Captain. Well, I guess I can take the Ray of Frost. It's also, you know, fairly decent against the red. Okay, I'm gonna take this, but I'm not gonna main deck it. It's a good sideboard card. Okay, now this is an actual good blue common. 4 mana 4/5 with ward 3. It's a hard to deal with thing. The Air Cult Elemental is nice too, but I think I like the 5-drop more. There is a 2-drop in Gnoll Hunter. I think I still take the 4 mana 4/5. Sorry, 5 mana 4/5. Yep, let's take it. It also is, you know, makes it gives 4 power, contributes 4 power to this Olber Shepherd. So, you know, I obviously want to be drawing cards when I have this on the battlefield. Let's take the Water Weird. It's not great, but it's still a defensive 4-drop, and I don't think the Shocking Grasp is where I want to be at. Ether Cap is, nah, I'll take the blue card. So let's try this blue deck. Alright, Cult Elemental, or the Circle of the Moon Druid. The Circle is also 4/2 on my turn, so it contributes half of this 8 power. Of course, this itself has 1 power as well. I might take it over the Cult Elemental. I think I will get 6 drops later in the draft. More Cult Elementals, or maybe the green 6 drops. So I'll take the Circle here. And I will ignore the black here. Well, I suppose I'm in the correct colors now, but this is the choice here. I think it is to follow the tracks, just so I can, yeah, I can get the red gate, and that's also one way to enable the evokers here. But I need some early drops. Is the invoker good enough? The conjurer is, it's a ramp card because you can untap a land you have already tapped for mana. And the 2 mana 1/3 is just not great, so I don't like the conjurer too much, but I guess it's the better pick out of those. Okay, I got the Shocking Grasp. And anyway, signature spells. It is a blue rare, but it has to be an exactly mana value 3. So you would have to, because you can also, you know, draw them before you get to cast this, and then if you have drawn all your 3 mana instant and sorceries, this won't do anything. So you would have to have at least 4, ideally at least 5 good 3 mana spells to exile with this. And I think it's asking a little bit too much. I'm not taking it. I'm taking the Skynos Dragon Vassal though. That's a really good 5-drop. All the specialized options are good, but of course in this case I'm interested in the blue-green and of course the mono-green one. I guess I might play a mountain thanks to the Pilgrim's Eye, so the red one is like an option, but anyway, this is just it's the pick to make here pretty easily, I would say. Oh, there's a Mirum here. I'm already splashing for red. I'm taking this thing. I am taking this thing. Oh, there's another Scanos here too, but yeah, these are now, my curve starts to get a little bit heavy here, but it's fine. It is fine, so I'll take this because, you know, like I said, I'm splashing for red thanks to the evokers, and splashing is easy. I already have 2 ways to splash, Pilgrim's Eye and follow the tracks allows me to find the red, so oh, let's just pick it here. Another Pilgrim's Eye. There's also, well, there are some, oh, but there is a Mephit's Enthusiasm. I'm going to take this one. This is a really efficient removal, and because I was thinking about just taking the gate here, I actually am having a pretty nice amount of playables here. I need some 2-drops though, but I'm gonna take the very high quality red removal because I already am gonna play the red mana sources in this deck. I will get maybe something, well, maybe the young blue dragon or something back, although I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it. I just want to have actually some cheap cards, and here we got one Gnoll Hunter. Oh, by the way, I'm also passing Grim Bounty and the Guild Zone Prowler, which might be the 2 best black commons in this set. But anyway, I need to take something to play on turn 2. This is not the ideal Gnoll Hunter deck, but who knows, maybe sometimes I can actually trigger the black tactics and have it grow in size a bit. Alright, so Dreadly Norm is really decent, but can I play these awkward expensive cards here? Yeah, getting another copy of it would be nice, but if I have these on the battlefield while I get to resolve a Dreadly Norm, I'm in a pretty good shape anyway. I don't necessarily need another copy of this thing. But then again, this pack doesn't have anything too cheap. This can be Scryed turn 2, but I think I just like the Frost Giant so much that I'll take that. It's a very stabilizing 5-drop, and hopefully I just can get some, you know, a little bit more cheaper cards. And I will take the Inspiring Bard, mainly because the gain 3 life can help stabilize a bit. I'm definitely just interested in staying alive until I get to hit my hard hit, get to play my hard hitters. So while this is playable on turn 2, this is still a 5 mana 3/3 flyer, which I am not that interested in. So let's just take it. Charmed Sleep again. Still is bad. Okay. There is an Illithid Harvester. Now this one is a good one. I have to take it. I mean, I am now having these blue rares, which actually make it worth running blue. So I would really like to have the Underdark Basilisk, because this is the deck where this 1/2 Death Toucher is actually a good 2-drop, but how can I just pass this when I'm drafting blue? I cannot. Yep, I have to take it. It's a shame I had to pass the 2-drop there, because the defensive 2-drop is the best kind of 2-drop here. Okay, Kindred Discovery number 2. Well, I'm not gonna play a 5 mana do nothing when I'm already having a very heavy mana curve here. I just need something cheap. So Poison the Blade, or maybe I have to take one of these things. I just still take the Poison the Blade rather than that. Yeah, this is a 2-drop, but it's also a 2 mana 1/1. So I think the better card out of these is the Hypnotic Pattern. The Water Weird is, I have already one. I'm not gonna be playing multiples of those. So let's take this. This can at least perpetually make some opposing creature smaller. Don't have non-creature artifacts or treasures that much, so it's not gonna be that. I guess it has to be the Clever Conjurer, even though I don't like it that much. The Occult Elemental is okay, but I have these expensive cards. I just want to be able to ramp into them, and this helps in doing so. Okay, I got the Gate to the Sea Tower, Gate to Sea Tower back, which is nice, because I was actually considering picking this from the pack if it didn't have the the card I actually took from there. Do I want to have the Pseudo Dragon Familiar or another copy of these? I don't think I want to play too many of these patterns, so I'll take this for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna main deck it though. This doesn't matter. Alright, so let's get something cheap. Another Signature Spells, which I'm still not going to pick. And no, I don't get anything cheap here for my colors. Okay, I'm splashing for a red, and this is a great card, but I don't think it's quite one I would be splashing. Should I just take the Linorm or another Inspiring Body? I don't think a 3rd giant makes sense, because I have now 3 5-drops already, 1 6-drop, and this is a 5-drop, although this has the the adventure part too. I actually take these to have the trick potential with it. The Bard, I have 1 copy of them, that's probably enough. This, I mean, of course this is a 7 mana card, but it's also has some utility at 4. Okay, here I just take the Mechonid. I really want to have these 3 mana accelerant, so I can play my 5-drops maybe on turn 4. This is one of the less impressive specialized cards, and of course it has to be blue. It's still playable, but it's very slow and clumsy. 3 mana 2/1. Looting is nice, but I just rather take the mana producer here. Okay, the Simulacra is really decent. I have to take that. And well, actually there is a 2-drop, but it's not even that good defensively. This is just an aggressive 2-drop. I care about defensive 2-drops in this deck, but this is really good, especially if you get to X = 5 or more. Also, it is a Mythic Rare, which is handy in filling my collection for this set, but it's just a very good card in this kind of deck, so I'm happy to pick it. Wow. Okay, now this is crazy for multiple reasons. I mean, first of all, I get this exact same Mythic Rare as a second copy here, and then this has one of the better blue uncommons. The Mist Dragon is really good. There's also another Mechanic which I would be happy to take, but hey, I'm gonna play this Simulacra now. If I get to play 2 of these Mythic Rares in a draft, I'm gonna go for it. Okay. I guess I can take another Illithid Harvester, but my mana curve is bad. I mean, this deck might just go 0-3, but I mean, what else I'm gonna take here? A 2-mana 2/1. I'm not gonna take it. I'll take double. In this deck, I have a double Illithid Harvester and double Rime Shield. Sorry, well, also that, but double Snowborn Simulacra, rare and mythic rare. Alright, so this is a mythic rare I might just take. Actually, I have 2 of these already, but I'm not splashing this because it's double red, but I don't think I have time to play card draw spells in this deck. I just can't tap out 2 mana. And it also seeks 2 non-lands. I think I might be more interested in having lands, so I'll just redraft the mythic mythic rare there for collection purposes. And now I have a 2 mana blue spell, 2-drop green card, and I have another copy of Tian Evokers. I mean, this just, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, I have to do this for, you know, for content's sake. I have to pick also another copy of these. I have now doubles of 3 different rares. But I think that the 2-drops might have been better for the deck. But hey, I hope to get lucky, I guess. How do I survive in this with this deck? I don't think I easily do, but let's take the life gaining thing here. I can't play the Frost Giant number 3, so I'll just take the 20 gems rare here. I can't play those cards in this deck. I think I might get one of the 2-drops back. I mean, I would play the 2-mana 2/1 here. How about the Scholar? Well, I'm playing the Scholar over the, you know, more expensive cards, so let's take it. But okay, here I got a random 2-drop. I mean, at this point I'm happy to have anything that costs 2 mana and has 2 power. And here I can, and I got the Mist Dragon, which I'm gonna play like over one of these Frost Giants for sure. And there's another 2-drop. Okay, so blue is so open that I just get every blue card here. Okay, what a draft. Okay, so this is how the deck was after the draft portion. So these are currently in the sideboard, which will remain there. I cut the lands for now. I have to figure them out later, and then I have to make some cuts in the actual deck. Well, a 3-mana 2/1, bye-bye. 3-mana 2/1, bye-bye. This is a 3-mana 2/4 when it blocks. Okay, I think it still could be cut. And the Water Weird is not... It has an extra point of toughness compared to this, but this 3 life can matter. Also, the Bardic Inspiration, the pump, can make it, you know... Sometimes I might be able to get a counter for the Gnoll Hunter, or make the attack with the Tian Evokers into something that I can actually do. Let's say opponent has like a 4/4 or something, then I couldn't attack with this profitably, even if this would become a 3/3. So I like the Bards more than the Weird. But how about the Allura? I actually forgot, this was so early in the draft when I picked this. So this is a 4-mana 3/2, a very attacking focused creature, and you can use this ability on any creature, and then well, they get unblockable damage, but then you have to return that creature to owner's hand. I don't think I have really ETB abilities I want to trigger that much. I have actually fairly low amount. I guess this, yeah, it doesn't reset the double team, but it does, you know, let me conjure again. But and the specialize is only 2, but there are 4 3s. Yeah, I mean, this would be a very good card in an aggressive deck that actually cares about getting their guys unblocked, making their creatures unblockable. But this deck has ways to, you know, win the late game. So I'm not going to play a 4-mana 3/2 here. Alright, and I'm going to cut at least one of the Frost Giants. Now maybe I have to cut the Linora too. I like the 4-mana option here, but I think I'd rather just sideboard this in against opponents who have like some kind of maybe removal spell or something. Leaving up 4 mana for this though is not that great. But yeah, I don't need another 7-drop. Should I actually cut now that I have these elite harvesters? Should I cut both of these frost giants? Then again, my curve tops at 6, so I mean 1, 2. These have the adventure part, but in order to get the creature, you have to pay 5 mana. So I'm not really sure where I should put in the mana curve. I could see playing these like on turn 4. I tap 2 opposing creatures, and then I can play it on turn 5. So it is eventually going to be a 5-drop. So this means I have now currently 5 5-drops, 1 6-drop. But I have a Pilgrim's Eye. Oh, but then again I have this Simulacra, which are... And yes, I said I don't have... When there was some card draw spell in the draft, I said I can't afford to use mana to draw cards. Well, this is exactly what the card does. It draws cards, but if you get to cast this with X equals 5 or more, you can actually, you know, also put something to the board. So that's the idea. I guess because this is also like ideally a 7 mana card, I should just in the end maybe cut the Frost Giant. It's gonna be better than the Scanos against decks that have removal, because this is a 4/5 that's hard to deal with, and this is, you know, a 4/4 until you specialize it. But the specialized versions are rather good. I mostly like the the monogreen version, making it a 6/6 vigilance. It's also very good defensively. Now specialized cost is 4 mana plus the card, of course, but I'm not even sure if this is better than the giant. Although I might want to keep the dream on that I get the 2 copies, because even though this is a legendary creature, this says that if the creature in question, the dragon in question, is legendary, the token won't be. So I won't get the legend ruled. So okay, I'm gonna play the dragon here. So am I going to cut the Frost Giant? Don't know really. I have 27 cards in here. I'm not going to cut the 2-drops just for the purpose of, you know, having something to do early in the game. I guess the Circle of the Moon Druid goes away. This I want to have. It's a good defensive creature, and, you know, will draw me cards at some point. The Clever Conjurers, they can, you know, accelerate me to get my 5-drops and so on going on. So and 3 mana 2/3, well, it's not the worst blocker, I guess. Oh, Poison the Blade is... I don't think I have time to leave 2 mana up for this kind of stuff, so I'm gonna cut that. I'm thinking about the pattern here. It is, as a 1 mana trick, something that might help me survive a bit longer. You know, I can play, well, whatever I play, if I have 1 additional mana, I can make the opponent's attack not that amazing. So I kinda like it. I don't like these 2-drops in this deck, but I'm just figuring out, can I play without 2-drops here? Can I play without 2-drops? Because I could easily cut one of the Wizened Githzerai. Is it Wizened or Wizened? I don't know. But anyway, definitely this Psionic Adept ability doesn't contribute anything to this deck. I don't care about my 2-drops being good attackers in this deck. I care about my 2-drops being able to block things. It's really tough because I have only 4 2-drops here now. I mean, I cannot really, you know, not play. The very smart move would be to not play one or both of these. But man, if I get the opportunity to have 2 same mythic rares in a limited deck, and it's a good limited card, but it would be better in a deck that actually has some, you know, strong early game, so I could, you know, maybe guarantee to get to the late game. Now that said, you can play this for X equals 2 on turn 4. You get 2 non-token permanents, and that's, you know, also lands. You can get more lands. That's something that you want to keep in mind when you... Let's say I have 2 of these in my hand. I can play 1 of these on turn 4, get a couple of lands, and then I can have more mana for this other copy. But yep, I digress. Well, like I said, this maybe should be cut at least 1 copy, but I don't want to. The same goes... Well, I don't think the Elite Harvester should be cut in any case. Oh, I don't want to cut the Conjurers. I want to have the 5-drops available on turn 4. I have now 3 ways to do that. Couple of Conjurers, follow the tracks, and the Mechanidin here. Okay, so let's just do it. One of the Githzerais goes away, and I guess one of the Hypnotic Patterns goes away. I mean, I guess I could, you know, not play the water weird. I kind of like this card a bit. Let's have the 1 mana trick. I will cut the water weird. And that's the deck. 13 blue, 9 green, 2 red cards. And I will play 1 mountain because of the Pilgrim's Eye, and then it will be 8+8 lands for the other color sources, and the gate to Sea Tower should be there as well. Alright, so looking at the sideboard, a bunch of options in here. Ray of Frost will be sideboarded in against blue, at least against red decks, and maybe against decks that cannot really, you know, save their creature that's under lockdown from the Ray of Frost. It's a 2 mana removal spell anyway, so I just hate that people can blink things in this format. They can sacrifice their own things for value, depending on what colors they play. This Ray of Frost might, you know, be permanent removal, but I want to only sideboard it in the matchups where that's the case. Yeah, all this stuff is just, yeah, I might, I mean, especially if I will be a lot on the draw, I will be so behind in most games, but I guess I'm gonna sideboard into this 2-drop if I really want to have a 2 power blocker. There's not much else to say about it. I think these 3-drops are more important to carry out the deck's game plan, which is, you know, ramp into big stuff. I guess the one of the Frost Giants could be cut, but I still... I don't know. It's very tough. It's such a good blocker though. It gives me a lot of time. So I'm gonna play this as the main deck. And I will tweak when sideboarding. Let's take 1 mountain here and some islands. Maybe like this one looks cool. 7 more of these because I have the gate in here. And then I will have 8 forests. Let's take this one. Alright, so that is in fact the main deck, and the sideboard you can see a bow, and let's see how I get run over. Okay, I guess I hope to be on the play because I just don't have time to... I mean, if your opponent goes 2-drop, 3-drop, that's gonna be tough for me, I think, if they have proper interaction to deal with my own 3-drop. Alright, so here I don't have the green mana for these 2-drops, but I think I have to get a little bit lucky with this deck. So I have 8 forests in the deck. That's about it. I suppose I can conjure duplicates of lands if I draw like even islands here. But because this deck is, you know, not very consistent, I need to hit the early drops early in the game, and this hand has those. So now all I need is a forest. I have 8 of them, 8 out of 33. Or there's also the, and then I draw the 1 of mountain. It's not bad. I mean, I wanted to have a land anyway. I also have the Pilgrim's Eye, which, you know, now I can actually cast on turn 3 if I cast it. Fiend Slash. That is annoying. Oh, but I can copy opponent's forest actually. I might do it. My turn 3 might be I conjure a duplicate of this forest to my hand. We'll see soon if that's gonna happen. I'm not gonna decrease that thing's size quite yet. Alright. I mean, that's... Yep, I'm gonna do it. This is very funny, but let's take this. I need a forest. Thanks, opponent, for helping me. That's really close. But that might be just the thing I need here. Now, if they equip, this is equip cost of 3, so that's the end I turn there. So now what's gonna happen is this: if this creature gets dealt, the equipped creature gets dealt damage. It deals damage equal to its power to me. So it has 4 power now. But that's just how it goes. I'm gonna play this, gain 3 life, and hope they don't have a way to win the combat, because it would be fine trade, because the equip cost of 3 is quite expensive. So well, they have a damage, so scratch that. Which is gonna be good if they have a bite spell band together. What's that? Okay, the Evokers is going to be like fine-ish. I'm not gonna hardcast. Sorry, this was not. I was actually. That's better. I thought this was the illithid, the thing that taps, you know, and then is a 5/4/4/4. But this is a lot better now because I'm thinking about what to not. I mean, I'm gonna kill the Sylvan Shepherd for sure with the lightning bolt. What I'm gonna discard, because this is gonna conjure a lightning bolt to my hand, and then I'm gonna discard anything, and it's not going to be the island, not with the simulacra in my hand. Probably a Gnoll Hunter is the thing, so I'm gonna just play this. Okay, don't no, come on. Now this is, now I have mana for the lightning bolt and the hypnotic pattern here, if I need. Okay. And now that they're almost tapped out, I should, in fact, do this. Take 4 damage, but that's just how it goes with that card. Now I will definitely not block this thing. If they equip, if they... No, actually I can give it -4/-4, because you can target the same creature with both of these. So if they make this into a... Yeah, if they make it into a 3/2, yeah, I'm just gonna make it into a -4/-0. They might still have a pump effect. Not much I can do about it. I really want to have the other copy of these evokers, but I also don't want to take 3 damage here. Okay, let's go. Oh, they have a something. I don't like that. They have a band together. Oh well, that was really a shame. Really a shame. And it has death touch, so it has perpetually -2/-0, but the death touch is the annoying part. Man, so I should have just. They didn't go for the. They were offering the trade to me. They were smart. They didn't want to play around. That they wanted to play around that one thing I could cast there, and that was smart play from the opponent. I just felt like I don't wanna. When they have this equipment around, I don't wanna take any extra damage. That's the thing. Now, anyway, what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the Innkeeper and the Conjurer, and the Conjurer can block the last of this guy. Although it's only dealing 1 damage, maybe I want to keep... Actually, I can play this. There's nothing too amazing to copy, though. Well, let's see what they have. But I can take 1 damage in here, if I want to. Yeah, I think I'll take 1. I'll give myself the option to... Although I can just play the Scanos too. Then again, if they play a new creature, they kind of have to keep the Fiend Lash on this creature. Otherwise, it's just the 0/1. Oh, sorry, 0/2. So I guess if I trade here now, then they are free to move this equipment to somewhere else. Okay, I'm gonna take 1 now. See what happens. Maybe they play something huge and I wanna copy it with this thing. That's... Oh, I can copy that to get rid of the Fiend Lash. That's really nice. They make it into a blue one, so it says that they get to scry too. They can destroy my treasure though. Not much. Oh, but then they lose the scry if I sack this. Okay, that's actually true because it's in the same ability. So they don't get to scry. Okay, good. Frost Giant. So now I can't do X = 5 here. I could have done it if I had the treasure, because this can untap a land. I can do X = 4 now, so I don't get anything on the battlefield, but... Oh, this is only gonna... when it's specialized destroy... Oh, because they did the specialized right away, I can't... Actually copying this no longer helps. That's sad. So how do I do it? This is gonna be blue or green. 6/6 Vigilance, and that other one is Flyer. The mono green one is... It's the same attack trigger. Okay, the opponent is having an empty hand. I think I want to wait until I get to copy more things with this thing. I'm gonna just play the Frost Giant. Just play the Frost Giant. I get nice amount of life with the Innkeeper as well. Because now I can, if I draw another land, then I can put x equals 5 here and put the first giant right on the battlefield. So I'm not going, if they attack with the Basilisk, I'm not going to block. If they attack with that thing though, I guess I have to block. I will take 5 damage there. I need to get rid of the creatures. Okay. Guess there's not much. Yeah, the Fiend Slash is annoying. I have the Innkeeper to help me a little bit, but if they keep drawing creatures, I will lose to this thing. I need to find a way to win. Null Hunter is annoying. Okay, so now what I can do... Tap everything, that's 6, untap a land, 7. I will copy all these creatures and the Fiend Slash. There's no point copying these because it's legendary. So I can put maybe the Death Toucher on the battlefield. Should I take my own? I have the red mana to equip this thing. I don't need more lands now. So, I mean, I guess I could take the Gate to Sea Tower, but it seems... No, I'll take my own Fiend Slash. And I should take... Oh, I also would like to have another Innkeeper, but I think I need to block a thing here, so I'm going to make the Basilisk. Basilisk is gonna go to the battle. And then with 2 Innkeepers I will actually be able to gain a bunch of life to maybe offset the damage I'm gonna have to take from the Fiend Slash here. So I'm taking 4 now. Gnoll Hunter becomes a 4-2. The attack, when this gets dealt damage, it will deal 4 to me. So I go down to 4, but the Gnoll Hunter will die. Maybe if the opponent draws a land at some point, then I can maybe breathe a bit. But double Innkeeper is quite nice. I just need to find a way to start making damage. Although with Skanos, I will be having it. The Follow the Tracks is just a land, but at least they have an expensive card draw. Alright, so they have a 2 toughness, no power creature there. Let's just I can cast all this stuff with any mana. Now they can trade with the Death Toucher. Unless I make this a flyer. I don't have white cards or planes, so I can't make it into lifelinker. The lifelink would be really good also, but I guess I can make it into flyer. It gives... Yeah, I guess that's the way to win the game. So I'm gonna play... I need a blue card for that though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't need the Conjurer right now. If I cast this, I can play a 2-drop still without using the island, because I think I want to use the island for specialize. No, actually, this is... I would need to do this right away. This is hard. This is really hard. Maybe I'll just do it like this now. Gain some life here, and I will keep the island in hand to have a specialized, the blue specialized for this thing. I can also start attacking with these guys. If they want to attack with the Basilisk, I might take it through and attack for 7 here. That's actually what's gonna happen. If they attack, I'm not gonna block. Even though blocking with means that I get rid of the Death Toucher that can, kill the Skanos, but they saw what's going on. So I'm gonna this turn play... I wanna play actually all my creatures to gain life from these things. But I don't have to play the Kitcherai this time, so this turn is gonna see me playing the Skanos. Maybe the Fiend Slash. But anyway, I'm going to attack. Attack here. Did they draw something again? That's really annoying if they did. I mean something instant speed. If they just had a creature I could have planned for it, but they have another band together on the Conjurer, not on the Innkeepers or something. Or happy that they chose to not kill anything. But that's the Conjurer, it's a 2-3. Anyway, now I'm free to do this stuff. Should I actually... Now that there is no Death Toucher anymore, I'm gonna play my land and this thing. And I can specialize into anything. Actually, I can even specialize to the Fiend red one. That says first strike. Alright. So I can... Well, I think I'm gonna use whatever land I'm gonna have. Oh, well, they have another Yahaira here, so... Oh, Mist Dragon. Tap, and it remains tapped. Well, I think I'm gonna do that. And then I will just tap everything, give... I don't know, here. Yeah, I'm winning on the next turn. I'm also at 14 life here, so... Well, I guess resolving the simulacra x equals... Where is it? X equals 5 is pretty strong. Okay, so green and a red. Couple of band togethers. Alright, good to know, good to know. Something to expect. They have artifact and enchantment hate, so that's, you know, one of the things that makes the, you know, the sleep spell bad. And I won't be playing the Ray of Frost now. They are playing red. I don't see a lot of red here though. It's mostly like green and maybe splashing for some red removal and the Fiend Slash. But when they have two ways to deal with enchantments, I'm not going to play the Ray of Frost here. But how can I counter their fight spells? I guess the Hypnotic Pattern does a good job. Shocking Grasp also is good against Band Together, although it is 2 creatures, so it's not so great. This actually can target 2 different creatures, so this is better in that. I don't think... I don't think I'm going to have the Hypnotic... the Shocking Grasp just because of the 2 things there. Again... I just want to... I mean, all these cards are going to be good. They have the Death Toucher, but I have more than... I mean, the Death Toucher can trade with one of my big things, and I still have a lot of big things left. So I don't see any particular reason to sideboard into another 2-drop, especially because I don't know what I should be cutting here. I think all of these play a role here. So let's just keep the same deck. And just have a same kind of start. Yes, oh, this is perfect. I mean, this is actually perfect. I have a 2-drop I can block something with. Then I can ramp it and get my red source for the turn 5 and Mirum, which can be enough to win. This is exactly the job for this, 2-mana 2/1s. Just block the red 2-drop, so that I get more time to resolve my big stuff. Because Baldur is... I mean, I have a very powerful late game, so I don't care about them accelerating. If this is not gonna attack, I'm gonna remain at 20 life. Unless they have the hasty 5-drop with double team, but this is I mean, I couldn't have hoped this to go any better, I don't think. So now I'm gonna get the red gate here. And next turn I can go Innkeeper in the board if I want. Olbar is a good turn for play, but I can, I can do it better. Let's do this and the Shepherd. I don't need this bard here. I can take 4 damage here, especially because the Innkeeper will keep me some life throughout the game. And I will have a 6/6 Ward 2. I guess Band Together is still gonna kill it. That's correct, actually. Because all they need is 2 creatures, and they already have... This can deal 6, and obviously Ward 2 won't be a problem when they can play 3 for the Band Together, and 2 then 5 total. But... Oh, I don't know. I guess I just have to hope they don't have one of those 2 cards. I saw 2 of them. They also have blue there. I don't think I saw blue there. Yeah, my hands are pretty tight here. I mean, what else can I do? At least I will be drawing a card, because this will be a 6/6. This is, yeah, that's 8 power. So there is that. Unless they kill something before my end step. They have something, could be Band Together. They have 3 mana thanks to the Bronze Walrus. They can't kill the medium though, so I think they are not going to go and kill the Shepherd unless they have both of those cards. If they have both of those bite spells, well, then I guess I don't have easy time to win here. I would need to top deck some good stuff. Then again, my deck has a lot of good top decks, expensive cards, so I'm not that worried yet. So does this resolve now? Yes, it does. So I got at least 1 card out of this Shepherd here. And they will have to use 5 mana to kill the Mirum now. I don't even have a dragon in my hand, so if this dies, it's not as annoying as if it would have been if I was able to resolve a dragon while this is in play. Yeah, Band Together. And I have to take another 4 here and +1 in the air. Just have to top deck my X spells now. I have actually 4 different X spells. Haha, there is 1. So I'll just have 1 of each creature, right? That sounds pretty good. I could do 6 by sacking the treasure. Well, yeah, that makes sense actually. I'll take a mountain for the gate here. And I'll take an Olber, thank you very much. I'm actually gonna discard to hand size. It's not a big deal. So, which of these is the least important? I guess it might be... I like the cheap creature now, but... I don't want to discard a land either. This lets me scry. Card draw. Do I want to actually draw even that many cards? Double Shepherd, because this is not a mandatory. I will just in case the game goes very late. I actually decline drawing 2 extra cards each turn. I think I have enough value here that I can win the game. I have also both of these gates still, not activated. So yeah, I think it was a safe play, because this might still take time to win the game. Also, I might also lose the game if the opponent has something very good. They have 4 cards I don't know about, so they might have a similar strong cards themselves. That's a good one. How can I start pushing for damage? First I will of course play the Innkeeper, that's like a given, and then I should have 1, 2, 3. I will play a land, might as well be the mountain. I don't need multiple islands now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 untapped lands plus the treasure here. If I want to thin my deck, I should do this. So 7 total. I can trade at least with the Pilgrim's Eye, and I guess thin my deck a bit here. So let's take I have an island in my hand. Don't really think it matters. Let's take the mountain again. And then I can, if I sack that thing, I can play. I could just play the clever. Oh, maybe I'll go for the scry. Yeah, scry makes sense. Let's do it. Also the tap for mana, which helps me. The Myconid, not needed anymore. Let's have something better. I need my heavy hitters. So I can attack with the old bear. But then I want to draw a card, so I'm not going to attack. If they trade with it, I won't get to draw the card. Alright, there is an answer to the Emerald Dragon, unless they, you know, can counter it with something. Okay, the dragon is going to... No, they're gonna put that on the old bear. So, I'll get to dealt 6 plus 4. Well, I mean, this will at least absorb all the trample damage, so let's do it like this. Yep. I go to 8. Go to 8. The Fiend Slash is doing some work here. I have a life gain double Innkeeper and the Bard is also coming. But I get to kill their Emerald Dragon. They can kill some of their stuff. Oh, this Mist Dragon is good too. So before they... This is a sorcery, so I'll just play it right away. So... Guess I'll do that. And then... Mist Dragon is going to tap the Hera here. And then I'm gonna play a Null Hunter, maybe. Yep, that sounds like... I also... I think I'll attack with the Baldurs. Oh, I can tap my own creature too. I don't think I need to tap my own creature. It's 1 per player. Oh, no, 1 per opponent, actually. For each opponent. Well, I had only 1 opponent. Yep. So now I can attack. They can attack with... So I'm not gonna let them trade with those things, but I can attack with these guys. I will draw a card from the Shepherd even if they block the Pilgrims. Oh, I kind of forgot one thing. Damn it. Pilgrim's Eyes. They can equip that. Okay, well they can't. Unless they have a land. Yeah, I forgot. I don't want to actually use the Mist Dragon to block the Pilgrim's Eye, but at least they didn't have mana to equip that thing, so... There is that. Oh, they actually concede. Why? I guess... They don't know any of my cards. They don't know that 2 of these are lands. I have this gate still, you know, active. I have still a bunch of good rares to get. Another copy of these, the lightning bolt rares. Also the tapping things. I have 2 of those. They didn't even know about those existence. But I had so many good draws left in the deck. But I can't even attack with the Gnoll Hunter here right now. Actually, if I use the Inspiring Bard, not for life gain, but pumping the Gnoll Hunter, maybe, yeah, but... Well, it doesn't matter. It was sweet winning with this Simulacra. Also in the game 1, when I had to actually use my turn 3, I paid 3 mana to cast one of these to get 1 forest to my hand, and that's exactly what allowed me to continue playing the game and eventually win it. Again on the draw. I guess that helps me hit my land drops, but I also might get run over if the opponent has a normal curve and I don't hit my few 2 mana plays available. Okay, opponent mulligans at least once, and this is totally, I mean, as good as it can get. A turn 3 mana accelerator is probably what I want to usually have. I can't expect to hit my 2 drops because there are so few of those. Steadfast Paladin. This is one of the matchups where it doesn't actually matter that the opponent gets to gain some life. I will be able to win, hopefully, even if the opponent has a bigger life balance. I just don't want them to have anything too aggressive. And yes, I know I could have made it perpetually an O2, but I felt like I might get some value later on with that ability. I'm willing to take 4 damage here. I know I could double block here and get rid of my Mechanic and have 2 tokens left over, but I don't know. I mean, if I draw one of my 7 drops, well, virtual 7 drops, I want to have the mana boost here. Okay, they played this without getting the land. Well, that's not great. Let's see. I'll just play this island, I guess, this thing, and then I will leave everything to block. I'm not going to attack for 1, which I could have done, or maybe even 2, but of course, just 1, 2. See if they have an attack with the ground guys. No, they don't. Taking 1 in the air is something I can live with. They have 2 lands. I have only 4 lands, but my deck is also very mana hungry, so then lands are not that bad. I do need to draw something very good, and I did. So I can tap X creatures. They don't untap, and then I can convert them into 2/2s that don't have abilities. They are two horror creatures, means that whatever is on the front side doesn't apply anymore. So let's, I think the opponent is just gonna use the gate here. So what I'm gonna do here right now is play this thing, and this is X equals 3. I want to, turn this over. Maybe, yeah, I think it makes sense. I don't have to, I could play it as a 4/4 if I wanted to, but I don't think it's necessary. Will I get punished if I attack? Well, there are some cards that can maybe punish, but I think I go in for a 3. Do I want to have the Mechanic up just in case I want to cast the Hypnotic Pattern? I don't think it's necessary. They could have a hasty creature though, that's actually a true possibility. I don't know, I just attack for 3 here. I think they're gonna use the gate to the Citadel, even if they have the 2 mana spell that deals 5 damage to the attack. I just hope they don't have the 4/2 haste double team creature now. That's what I'm hoping here. If I wanted to prepare for that, I would have needed to leave 2 of these untapped, and they have only a Pilgrim's Eye. So the Harvester will make these things into a 2/2s with no abilities. Computer. Okay, I will start getting cards from the Shepherd soon, I guess. I have now, after playing my land, I will have 7 mana. It's not. I would need 8 for this time, but it's fine. Any number of target tapped non-token creatures. It's non-token, so yeah, I could have tapped this one, but it's non-token, so it would have helped. I don't want them to have those. This gets bigger, but it also loses flying. So. What is my attack going to be? It's going to be... I have 7 power here, so the... So I won't be drawing a card. These are still 2/2 creatures that can attack, so I shouldn't go too crazy with my attacks here. Maybe I will attack only with 1. So I'll attack with the token. I still want to attack with... It's just so irrelevant. Okay, 1 damage. No thanks. I hope to... Because, yeah, the Shepherd will draw me some... Wow, sadly. With power... Oh, that's actually... I can't target any creatures, so I can give a perpetual -2 to the Pilgrim's Eye, maybe. And then make this into a 2/4 with the, the temporary minus debuff. So I'm gonna do that. Is it better to have one of these ground creatures as an O2? I think I don't want to see the flyer here, so perpetually minus here, and this will be... This is power, right? It was power, right? Yes, so like this. Yes, I'm sure. That will, you know, basically counter the bolt and well, this survives and they didn't get to scry and well, this has the -1 here now. So... And they did use this, yep they did. There is the Borders of Tiamat actually. Which is very sad. Because I was hoping to draw some cards. Let's see how it goes. I can eat. I'm gonna take the 4 here for sure. I'm gonna eat one of these. Maybe the one that is like a... I don't even know it. Whatever, let's take this. And then these 2 here and this one here. I'll take 4. And now I lose only 1 creature here. So I will be drawing a card on the next turn. Yep. Is that gonna happen there? It is. Oh, this will also become a 1/1 token. Gate. So 4, that's 7 power, so I can play the Conjurer. So they're gonna have 4/2 hasters here. I can block them both actually. Sadly, I don't have a good attack with the Harvester here, because I think I needed to block the 2/2. Well, not necessarily. I can block the 2/2 with the 1/4 actually, because this 2/3 is gonna block the Tiamat, and then 1/1s will block the other one, and then I can bounce back. Yep. So I'm going to attack for 4 to try to raise here a bit. They take the jump right now. It's fine. Let's play the gate on this thing. Did I have a 4-mana instant in the deck? Because I'm gonna draw a card. Maybe I wanted to have an untapped land. Didn't get punished. Oh, and this is really good. My deck has, of course, a lot of good rares. A lot of good top decks are possible right now. This is just one of them. So I can throw away a land to get a lightning bolt. I hope they don't have the +1/+1 to each creature. That is a possibility actually. But I hope the Evokers then is good enough to... If they pump one of their creatures, I'm fine with that. No, they have. Yeah, because I could have put the old Berserker there just in case. To get rid of it, but I didn't want to lose this. I want to keep drawing cards, and it's actually not so bad still. I'll play the Evokers, and this Kitsurai thing, Wizened Kitsurai, will be blocking one of the 4/2s, and I think it's... Well, first of all, I'll just play like this, throw away an island, bolt. Before they, you know, do anything crazy with their untapped mana, I will kill one of these guys. And now I can, in fact, attack here. Yep. It's a bit risky now. If they, I might need to block with the Evokers. But let's see what I draw first. Okay, that's gonna be good. They also have only 2 cards in their hand. And I'm at 9. I can take some damage here. I'm not dying right away. Okay, so I'm just gonna make happen like this and see what they have. I need to just make them use what others that they have. I have a gate I can use to draw more cards. Oh, come on. This is a big joke. I mean, my deck has so many rares, but who expected this thing? So they basically got everything that costs 5 or less creatures back from their graveyard. Oh man. So now I'm in trouble for sure. But what can you do? Let's do this to have the double theme active. They block with the paladins, I'm sure. 2 paladins in front of it. I wish I had a way to somehow punish this block, but I don't think I can afford to use the gate here. Now these have only 2 toughness, but this is still gonna be challenging. And this is a perpetual change, so the Pilgrim's Eye still has only 1, well, -1 power. Okay, so let's play the Innkeeper first, if we want to do it smart. Then I will do, like, I guess I'm gonna play this, like this. And should I kill one of these right away before they get to draw something that... Yeah, I might save the bolt, but also... I guess I'm gonna put an end step stop. I will draw a card from the shepherd, so... Yeah, I have exactly 8 here. So let's see what I draw and then decide. Just a land. Okay, so... Because there are many ways the white can, you know, give... For example, the 4-drop flyer has an adventure that gives indestructible to a creature. I don't want to risk it. I'll just get rid of one of these guys right away. Okay, I don't have mana to activate this yet, but I guess on the next turn that will happen. So yeah, I'm still in the game, but if they didn't have this rare, I would be, you know, basically winning the game. But of course I can still just get one of my very strong cards and I can block here. This doesn't do anything, it doesn't have double team, so it's just trading with that thing is quite nice. So now I have to now work harder now. That's not the best thing to get, but I have 19 cards and there are a ton of amazing draws there. There are a ton of amazing draws. So do I have a reasonable attack? No, I don't. I want to keep drawing cards from the old Berserker. This has done a lot of work. Okay, that's again one of the non-lands that is a bit on the weak side. But I can deal with all the stuff they have there. Okay, there is one of the a little bit better cards. So does that allow me to do something here? If I tap down the Steadfast Paladin, yeah, I think that's I can put make an attack here. And then I think I should attack with the 4/4. I will still be drawing a card, even if they, you know, kill this somehow. I know I could have tapped down the 5 minutes, but if it attacks to trigger the double team, it's not really that necessary. I mean, I can block it with the 2/3 and 1/4 and 1/4, for instance, and it will die. Okay, still a land. Oh, I have 16 cards. The frequency of very good draws is actually, you know, the frequency of very good draws is quite high there, because all I had here is the 1 Evokers, you know, which I was able to double team into another copy, and basically that's it for the rares. So what I had still left in my deck, the Mirum, I had 1 Harvester. Okay, so one Harvester only left in the deck, but then of course both of the Simulacras, which would be just win game cards there. Okay, so I was able to keep in the game, even though they were able to get quite a bit of value out of the Ascent from the Avernus. Did I say Ascent earlier? I mean, I know now it's Ascent. I apologize if I said it wrong once again, but Ascent from Avernus. Alright. I don't have counter spells in the sideboard, so I just have to, you know, hope that they don't get too much value out of that. How about the other sideboarding stuff? So, Guiding Bolt. I am actually somewhat interested in having now the Shocking Grasp. How about the Ray of Frost actually? Do they have a way to... I didn't see the cards that return their permanents to their owner's hand. White has 1 at common, 1 at uncommon at least, that I can think of. But I didn't see them, so this actually will be very decent against their stuff. Okay, I'm gonna play the Ray of Frost here, and I'm going to have to cut something, of course. Maybe it's always gonna be so hard to cut anything here. I still like the Frost Giant quite a bit here. Maybe one of the Conjurers, but I like the ability to generate mana with them. Oh man, I don't want to. These things will block their 2-drops, the 2-mana 2/2s. I want to have access to them. I also would want to have the Shocking Grasp, but I have to now make one cut. I'm gonna cut one Clever Conjurer, and okay, that's it. Not anything else right now. Maybe I could have cut the other Rhyme, the Frost Giant thing, the 5-drop, to put the Shocking Grasp. Now that I did, you know, cut one of my 3-mana accelerators, I maybe could have cut also one of the 5-drops. Because I like the Shocking Grasp also can counter the Bolt, the thing that, you know, cares about the creature having 4 or more power. That is, you know, a fun little interaction there. Alright, I'm gonna keep this. I don't know green mana, but then again, I have a 2-drop at least. Opponent also mulliganed again. So I have 8 forests and 1 Pilgrim's Eye to get me the Inspiring Bard. This time can't even get a forest from them. They don't play forest. So should I just, you know, kill this thing, and next creature I play, which likely will be the Geyser, I will get +3/+0. I guess this could have a bit better target, but it felt like, because I could have played the Geyser here now. Oh. Now that's very interesting. I actually don't want to play this yet. I want to draw their removal. Let them kill the 5/1 here. And I also want to play this so that I have 4 lands and they have a target for the Bolt. Okay, Guiding Bolt there. Okay, well, I don't have to worry about the Shocking Grasp anymore. I mean, I was sideboarding it mostly because of this card. There's the one. There's the adventure with, you know, with making a creature indestructible. Okay, so let's play this and discard. I guess it's gonna be this 5-drop. I have another 5-drop here and another also. Horizon. So okay, it's flying, so I don't have the opportunity to block. But even if I did, I don't know if I would have done that. Land would be really good, and that happened. So yeah, let's go here with this. How do I do it now? I have to kill. Well, I think it's fairly easy now because I did draw the land. So what I'm doing is I'm going to bolt the thing that makes their guys fly. I will have these evokers in here. And I will discard. This is tough. I mean, this is really tough. I don't discard the bolt, it's too efficient here. I like the life and the ability to block these things. The Mist Dragon is good. Making their creatures into 2/2s might not even matter. This is maybe a little bit too slow. I'm gonna get rid of the Harvester. Plus, I have another one of those in the deck. Who knows? Maybe I will draw one. So now this doesn't have double team, so I will just block one of the Tiamats here. I will take 4 and then, you know, trade me down. The Bolt gets rid of the other one. Well, I guess I don't have to. I can play a Bard here. Oh no, actually this will... Okay, it is what I'm gonna do here after all. Because I can use the, you know, the pack tactics there. I can use the pack tactics there. So I can outrace the opponent now. Steadfast Paladin, too small this late in the game. Okay, there's another Evokers. What I'm gonna do with the Simulacra though? Do I even care about life gain here? They might have to deal 5 damage to an attacker, so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna raise them. I am going to raise them. I saw the bolt, so I'm gonna do it like this. Now the 5 damage to an attacker doesn't kill the Evokers. And I have a 3-3 to block their thing anyway. Hunter will become a 3-3. If they use removal spell on the Hunter, I don't care. That's the last card in their hand. But I saw this Guiding Bolt. Unless they have 2 of these, Guiding Bolt won't kill the Evokers. So the pump wasn't nonsense there. Yeah, they have that. So I correctly targeted this creature too. Now they are top decking and I still have all these stuff. I think it's fairly... Even if they draw their rare, they get 3 drops back. They don't get the Warriors of Tiamat, so... This is just a... I'm just gonna win with it now, because I have 7 power here. I'll tap down the... Well, they might have some interaction, but I mean, it's not gonna help them too much. This getting a bolt means I can just bolt their face. Okay, they just drew another one of those. It doesn't matter though. They need to again top deck something. Yep. Alright, so as long as I can withstand the initial onslaught. That's it. I think the opponent mulliganed here in both games, I think. But anyway, the point is, if I can withstand the initial onslaught, this deck has a lot of power, and I don't really easily run out of cards even if I draw a lot of lands, which happened in the previous match. Game 2, I think. But yeah, these evokers are just amazing. I have been a little bit lucky getting the red sauce, which is just a splash sauce, but anyway, I have some ways to get it. So, good stuff. Okay, final match. So I'm at least at 2 wins, which is, you know, pretty decent. I also get to be on the play. Let's see if the starting hand is good. And it is. No, it's not. Actually, I lack the green again. And I have these green cards. But again, I need to get a little bit lucky here. I hope to draw one of the 8 forests or the Pilgrim's Eye soon enough. And the opponent did mulligan there, so maybe I will have a little bit more time. If nothing else, I have my 2-3 coming up, and maybe I can even draw up some blue cards instead of green cards. That's fine. I mean, it's, you know, this is really good. Helps give me time. So, well. Well, this will attack as a 3-3. I definitely should do this. And what card I don't want to have? So if I need both green things, but maybe the Inspiring Bard. I don't know. Maybe the Mechanic is the least important card here. And again, because I don't have the forest, at least I have the one of mountain here. So, do they have removal on my guy? Or did they just read it? Well, I guess if they have removal, they should use it right now before I get to untap. Cast down. That's not a legendary creature. A lot of creatures in this set are, but that's not. Okay, so not great. I don't feel a need to kill this thing. This game is gonna go late. They will get to play the expensive stuff anyway. I'd rather use the removal on something a little bit, you know, more threatening than a BO2. So I've drawn 3 cards, no Green Sauce or Pilgrim's Eye yet. Viconia, that will exile this thing. Well, I'm gonna kill the Viconia just like that. Oh, that's annoying. They might have a way to save it, but let's use the Sorcery Speed. This is the kind of removal they don't know about, but I feel like leaving the bolt up. It's more convenient. And yeah, they are also stuck at 3, so it's really tempting to just kill the Nurturer, but I'm not going to win anytime soon, because I pack my green mana myself. So I'm gonna leave the bolt. And now my next creature will get +1 slow, which could be nice on something like an Inspiring Bard. 4-3. But yeah, you could have saved this for something that actually has 4 toughness, but I want it to be mana efficient there. Oh, there is the 4 toughness creature. Oh my. Well, that's on me. And look at that. I did draw a land, but it's yet another island. Oh, this is only on as a sorcery, so I should guess I'm not killing this with the bolt, so I'm gonna just untap this thing, you know. get my, at least my gate activation here. Okay, so that is good, but yeah, I now regret using this a little bit. I want it to be mana efficient, you know, if I draw a forest at some point, I don't know, I think I might, you know, be able to double spell thanks to having the bolt in my hand and not a 2 mana removal spell, but that might be, you know... Of course I didn't know anything about the opponent's deck. This is a game 1 in a best of 3 match, so they might have had, you know, something with 3 toughness I want to kill anyway. This has also the added bonus of being actually able to hit, you know, head, but now I see all these 4 toughness creatures, so if this was game 2 and I saw these in an earlier game, I would have definitely saved this, but again, no forest. A little bit awkward, but the bolts aren't even that amazing here. They aren't even that amazing. They are not drawing cards yet, but when they get one big thing, then they will be drawing cards. Oh, let's play another Evoker here. So it's gonna have one additional power. And I'm going to lose one of the Inspiring Bards, I guess. Not a land, I have, you know, expensive cards. I want to have all the mana available for them. Any reason to use the bolt on it? No, there's no reason. Super Blake. Well, that's gonna die. Green Wanderer, and they do have 2 mana for the Exclude Port Merchant because of the Treasure and the Scaled Nurture. Oh, okay. I'm gonna actually do this anyway. They don't get to draw the card if they don't have 8 power when this ability resolves. But yeah, I don't want to give them a card. I'd rather them get the card by sacrificing the Treasure. Plus, I need to deal with the 5/3 anyway. So now they don't get the old card. Oh. Look at this, another island. Oh man, I don't like how this is going. This is used already, I can't use it anymore. Well, I guess if the opponent has some insignificant card, they have 2 gates though waiting to, and that allows them to draw. Well no, actually that's 7 power only. So maybe I'm not using the bolt quite yet. Mist Dragon. Well, I guess I can start attacking. Well, not with the Conjurer, but with the 4 power flyer. When am I gonna find my green source? Okay, so they have still 2 mana up because of the Scaled Nurturer and the Swamp. So I would have maybe killed the Circle of the Moon Druid otherwise, with the bolt in my hand. So they have 1 card in their hand and it's the one they use the gate with. Okay, there it is. So I definitely don't need 3 life here. I'm gonna just make the dragon into a... I guess I could make the Conjurer into a 4/5 and attack. Does that make sense? That might push... I mean, they might jump block with the Hold Robber or something like that. Oh, and I can untap the forest to play another thing. Yeah, well, let's do it the smart way, shall we? No, they do need to deal with the Mist Dragon, actually. And I'm not playing the Innkeeper, I'm just gonna play the Follow the Tracks in here. Leaving the mountain up, and I'm gonna actually get, well, another green land without losing mana. Would make the most sense. Okay, they use that. They have 3 mana up. I'm not using the bolt here right now. They have 2 non-creatures I don't know, non-lands I don't know about. One is a Sepulchral Golem. Sure. That's a Sepulchral Golem. I don't think I care about that at all. Yeah, the 1 power and 0 power creatures are not really good in pushing damage. I don't know why they didn't attack with the Circle of the Moonroot. Oh, because of this. Now I know. I have to let them draw the card, because if I kill the Circle of the Moonroot, they can sack... No, actually... They can sack it to the goal, but this will be a 4-4 and they have 7 power. Oh, that's stupid. I mean, they will be, of course, using the Skullport Merchant here, but... I mean, at least they don't get the card from the old Shepherd. Let's draw one of my heavy hitters. That's not a heavy hitter, so this is used, but this is not, so... Oh, not that. So this, and this. And now I can get something good, hopefully. Mythic Rare. Not a Mythic Rare, but I get my own card drawing engine. Now I do have a creature with Specialize in the deck, so I don't think I should play the island here. And the specialization for the 5-drop is definitely the blue one I want to have for it. I have more than 8 power. Okay, well, that's not the Mythic Rare I'm looking for. But of course, if I draw one of the Mythic Rares, that's gonna be... So I'm gonna sack the Conjurer, that doesn't do too much here. Now they get to final draw cards with their old Berserker, but then again, I can draw with mine. Guess they can attack for so if I block it, they will make it into a 4-4 by sacrificing something like an Horde Robber. If I block with both of these, they will trade with the old Berserker. Yeah, I think I'll just take the 2 here and let them draw a card, and I want to draw a card myself too, because I know my deck has a ton of very powerful hits. So I think I choose here, and plus they were going to draw a card anyway. I am going to want to, you know, draw my good cards here. Although not giving them, you know, outs to find answer for the Mist Dragon, which is gonna be lethal on the next turn, might make sense too, but at least they have to. I mean, I wasn't able to prevent their card draw anyway because of these 8 power they already have here. Now, let's do this. I'm gonna play the Forest. I don't recall if I have any instant speed green effects, but I want to have... Well, actually the Treasure makes me able to have green one available anyway, but... Whatever. Another land. So again, no lands there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I have 7. Okay, Sampling Gas actually is gonna give them 1 turn, because they're gonna make the Mist Dragon into a 3-2. But they don't have that great of an attack. They actually don't attack with anything. And there is the Skanos. So whenever this attacks, this doesn't get haste anyway. Plus I can't make any more. The green and the blue specialization are the only ones I can do now. When this attacks, plus X plus... yeah, so the blue one is the one. This, yeah, I need the flyer. So any reason to attack with anything else? No. They'll just get jump blocked and all that. So no reason to do this pre-combat. This doesn't do anything unless it gets to attack itself. So they're gonna take 3 here because they're gonna sacrifice this Sampling Gas to make this into a 3-2. They have drawn a lot of cards, by the way, without finding a way to deal with the Mist Dragon. I didn't realize this is gonna go all the way, or at least almost all the way. Did they? No, they still didn't. Now let's keep the both specialization options open here. I don't know if I'm supposed to specialize now. I could, but maybe I don't. Okay, now this is just gonna tap all their board. I don't think they can beat me Now they can start drawing cards to find an answer for the dragon, but this will tap X target creatures, which is, you know, I have mana for. Plus they didn't find. Now of course they not only needed to find an answer for the Mist Dragon, but also for this, because this becomes a 4/4 flyer, which can even make another creature fly. But of course, if they had answer for this, you know, it wouldn't have the opportunity to attack. Alright, so how do I get rid of this screen? Up that way. Alright, black green. Yep. So I guess this event has showcased how good the Shepherd is. Opponent also got to draw some cards. I've been drawing a lot of cards with this card in this event, so this is really nice. And as a 3 mana 1/4, it's not an embarrassing body to buy some time. So they are just oh, they have a cast down. Viconia is really annoying. Well, I don't think there's anything that really affects my sideboarding. Do I want to have like an additional flyer here? Probably not. Although maybe something like a Wizened Githereye. Or is it Wizened? Or Wizened? I'm gonna cut it because it's so bad against the high toughness creatures they have. Ray of Frost is horrible because they can sack their creatures for value. Baldur. Don't have too many ETB effects. I have some, like the the bolt thing here, but Circle of the Moon. Should I play something like a Dread Linorm? This actually is gonna be quite unblockable. In the previous game, well, they have some. Okay, they have some 4/4 creatures there, but still, maybe the. I mean, it's like tempting. Maybe the Poison Blade is good. I actually have no idea which of these is good. I'm gonna play this blade, not like that. Oh, come on. This I didn't need to play. This is, in these kind of long drawn out games, it's gonna be a huge threat, so maybe I have time to cast it. I'm gonna use this modification for now, and well, maybe if I lose, I do something else for game 3. So far, I actually haven't lost a game in this event, if I'm correct. I think I didn't, but it doesn't matter. Only match wins matter. Okay, finally a starting hand that has both green and blue. I don't have to hope for a specific sort of mana producer. And also a fine starting hand. I get the mountain with this thing for the evokers. I have the simulacra, I have the thing. As long as the opponent doesn't suddenly have like a very fast start here. I don't want if they have the Horde Robber. Or what's the 1/3 that makes treasures for them? Well, that's not it. Only a 0-power creature. So what's my turn 3 play? There are options. It's not going to be the evokers because I can't even cast the bolt right away. It might just be the Pilgrim's Eye that lets me them. Although the mechanic is at least... Oh, they have a lot of these 0-power. No, that's... I was wrong. This is not the 0-power creature. This is mechanic as well. So... do I want to bolt something on the next turn? Because the only way to do that is to get the mountain right now. The next turn I can play the evokers. But I also like the mechanic here. Oh, this also taps for red, of course. If I really need to bolt something. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to bolt anything. Okay, I'm going to play the mechanic here now. I can at least block the 1 toughness creatures here. So I get to preserve my life total a bit. So are they gonna have some heavy hitters? I didn't see a lot of heavy hitters in the previous game. Okay, so what's this gonna mean? I can block the 1/1 with my 1/2, so that means they have a way to sacrifice the sampling gas and they kill my mechanic. And even though I like the mana, I also like the idea of getting rid of their tricks. So let's get rid of their tricks. That also means they don't get the treasure token out of this thing. Okay, they have been. Oh well, this is one of the tricks I had to get rid of. I have my own ringer, and they have a Grimoire. Well, that's the annoying part of that equation. That is, and the fact I didn't draw a land. Okay, if I knew they have a way to, deal with this guy and have the Also the Grim Wanderer. I wouldn't have done that. Okay, well this is bad. Suddenly they have what, 10 power on the battlefield. They added 7 power on the previous turn while they killed my creatures. Okay, this is challenging now. I can take some attacks in. Yeah, I guess the thing is I just have to get them mountain and then I can kill the Grim Wanderer on the next turn. That's how it goes. And I think I'll just, well, maybe I'll just throw all 3 of these on in front of the Grim Wanderer. That's actually what I'm gonna do. If I'm given the opportunity to do so. They also are, you know, soon getting to cast their 7/6, so all they need is a land and then cast this because they have 2 accelerants. They don't have a land. Petra, why would they main phase this? It has flash. Anyway. So they can kill anything that has 5 or less toughness. Ooh, yeah, double evokers, you know, it's nice, but it's not so nice when I'm not this much behind. I can't even simulacra 2 lands because I don't have double blue here. Not even sure who I'm supposed to kill. I'm almost interested in killing the Nurturer, so they would have to draw 2 lands before they can cast the Dread Linorum, but I think the Evokers is still gonna have to be the play here, and I get rid of something like a Clever Conjurer, I think. It is gonna add me mana, but maybe I need life more from this thing, or maybe not. Maybe the Innkeeper is the... I think I need my Linorum to beat their Linorum or something like that. So... well, let's see what happens. I don't need to bolt now. Okay, they're gonna play the 7/6 now. Or they might use the Pit Trap if they don't want me to have the double team happen. Okay, so I can kill the Shepherd now. I mean, I could block and kill it, which I probably would do. Sampling gas. They're gonna start drawing cards from this thing. They get the 7/6 hard to block thing. Whatever. Let's take the 1, and I'm not blocking this. If I play this, I actually got to increase the size of this guy even more, but yeah, I'm gonna lose to the 7/6. I mean, if I'm losing, I still could win the game with some good top decks, but if I'm losing, it's the Dread Linorum. It doesn't help that they get to draw these cards. Now I could... oh, I can actually... oh, I forgot I have this thing here. I can make them into 2/2s. Because I drew the island here, which I really needed to happen. I mean, I guess that's just what will happen. X equals 3. These taps... I want this to, you know, not draw them cards, and I guess this is rather gonna be a... yep, let's do it like this, and then I can do this. And next time I play the Harvester, this will become 2/2. Sad thing is that I might still not be able to win, because they will have these 2/2s. And I have only 1 blocker, and I'm at a fairly low life total, and they can also kill this thing with the Pit Trap, so it's too little too late. And especially when they can add 4 power to the board. And they get to kill the Evokers too. So that, those 2... I was kinda hoping that... no, there's no way. That I would have at least this as a blocker when they kill the 4/4. But they played both 4 power creature on their turn and okay. And they can kill my only blocker. So I'm actually taking 11 damage on the next turn. If I play this, this is 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's 10, 11, and they kill my 4/4. So I mean, I guess I could let them do it, but I can't bother. I'm tapped out. It's an easy play to find. Kill the opponent's 4/4, attack for lethal when they are tapped out. So I guess that was the first game loss in the event. So they have this. So this is one of their payoffs. Good to know. Do I want to still have my own Dread Linorm on the play? How about the pattern? Poison the blade could be interesting too. I think I'm gonna lose the pattern and have to poison the blade. Let's try it like this. Okay, I just have very much difficulties finding good starting hands. I have to mulligan this one. I do have now the Accelerant here, but let's see if that's gonna be enough. They have a lot of ramp, and if they have more of those big hitters, I will... Because I don't have any big hitters right now myself. But I guess I have some time to find them. Are they gonna cast down this thing? I wouldn't mind. If they want to use a cast down on the Conjurer, I definitely don't mind. So, no 2-mana Accelerant, but they do have a 3-mana Accelerant here. Okay, well that is something this can't even be killed with a cast down, because it's legendary. So let's just do that. So finally I got my turn for 5-drop. Okay, that is one of the big hitters I have. Now, do I want to make it into a flyer or a 6/6 Vigilance guy? Both have the same on-attack trigger. Okay. But this of course gives flying as well. Alright, so I have to sack this guy. Chain Devil. Okay. Okay, well, where has this thing been? I haven't seen this in a long time. Alright, well. The specialist is 4, it's too much. Well, next turn I'm gonna play Mirum if something, unless something weird happens, like a discard or something. I'm almost tempted just to block the Chain Devil, but this has so much value. I guess I can take 4 here. This also being legendary means that if they have a cast down in their hand, they can't deal with this guy. I don't have a lot of dragons in the deck. Okay, well that is going to find a way to easy way to kill that guy. So evokers, do I want to even evokers this turn? Not a dragon. They are, by the way, stuck at 3. They did block with this. I thought that when they block with this, they don't need the mana for anything, but it seems like they definitely want to have the mana. Okay. So I could play this and bolt this guy and start attacking with both of these. But I would have to discard one of these things. I just want to have my big dragon. Can I have my big dragon, please? This having Ward 2 means that even if they have the -2/-2 effect, they need 5 mana to... Well, whatever removal they have, they need 2 extra mana to deal with it. So let's just be... No rush. I have a 6/6 flying Ward 2. Should be enough in this case when the opponent is actually missing, you know, mana when... And I don't understand, why did they block with the mechanic? You line up the shot. Okay, they get a plummet. They will have to use the entire turn for that though. Because... And they also need a, you know, 4th mana. Well, they have the treasure here now, so they can do that. So they missed a land drop. Maybe they should have sacked one of those. Well, it doesn't matter. Now they can use 4 mana to kill the mirror. Which they have to do. They don't know that I don't have any dragons, really. I don't have at least many dragons. So. But now they are almost tapped out. Unless they specifically have the... Oh, there's one of my dragons, by the way. Unless they specifically have the one black mana card that gives indestructible, this Evokers should be quite good, but I think I also just want to give this +2/+2. Because I don't want to discard any of these cards actually. Could attack with this. No, I want to add the 3/3 to the board. So if they have that one trick, well, at least they lose the treasure and they lose the 1/1 because they can make this into a 5/2 indestructible if they have the 1 mana black trick. But I'm dealing 7 in the air here, so that's quite good. Jump, block, just a jump. Now I'm feeling pretty good because looking at my hand and the opponent is, they have 7 cards in their hand, but they can only apply so much during one turn when they don't have. Well, 5 mana is a respectable amount. They can kill this Skanos right now, but I have other good stuff going on. They get a treasure token because they rolled well with that thing. Well, it doesn't require more than 55%. Well, I still don't want to discard anything, so Evokers shall wait. This is, of course, a very good draw, so let's attack for 4. If they have the cast down, this dragon will die, but the game isn't over yet. Definitely isn't. But also, I'm in a very good shape here. They have the cast down. Yeah, keeping 4 mana up for this thing is really harsh. Grim Wanderer. All Berserker, which they can use to draw. Okay, it's time to probably evoke. Oh well, maybe it's not time to evoke anything. Because the 1/4 is actually so bad. I mean, it can block the bard anyway. So I think the play is just gonna be x = 3 in here. They will get their cards, but they are also taking 4 damage now, and my 1/1 flyer is pretty lethal because if I get to ping 1 more point of damage, Lightning Bolt will finish off the opponent. They can make that into a lifelinker actually. They can specialize that into a 4/4 lifelinker. Yeah, I don't like that because now they're gonna gain life here now. Also, this 1 damage isn't gonna be enough now. Darn. Alright, this is exciting. With double Evokers, if I had 2 red mana... Oh, I don't have mana to do all that also. Now this is a tough one because they start getting life with that thing. Okay. I can actually put them to exactly 1 this turn and then they start getting this life. Man, did they have to have this big lifelinker here? I don't like it. It's really tough because I know I can make this into a 3/3 flyer and then, but they will, after, when my next turn is up, they will have a lot more life. A ton more life. So this is a really harsh thing because I can play the Harvester, which can actually block this thing unless they have something. Man, this Evoker is not doing anything here. This is such an embarrassing thing. I need 1 more damage. This is 7 mana, I can't hard cast it. Can't attack with this. I mean, if they didn't have the Circle of the Moon Druid as well, I could and would attack with it, of course, because of the Linnorm in my hand. They would be forced to block. Well, not forced, but if they didn't, they would lose anyway. So this is really tough now. I mean, I can play both of these, but I have to discard. I don't want to. I guess. Well, with the way the game went, I have to get lucky now. And getting lucky means that they must not have anything that deals with the stuff I have here currently. I'm gonna make these into 2/2s, no abilities. I could make this into a 2/2 horror, but doesn't make any sense. I prefer the flyer. So now they can't attack with the Shadow Heart unless, I mean, they can attack, but if it trades with the Harvester, that's totally fine. My fear is that they have a way to deal with the Harvester or pump this, and then I'm gonna be in bad shape. Okay, that is not bad. So I'm going to block here. So now they still are gonna net life each turn because of this. Oh. I mean, this game was so close to me winning. So close to me winning. It's ridiculous. It was 1 damage only. They had to have this exact thing that gained them life so that my attack with this wasn't lethal, plus with the lightning bolt. And now they have a 7/6 that gained them even more life. Can attack them to 5 now. Have this thing here. I can take some damage from that thing. The fact I'm not double spelling here, that is such a bad thing. I mean, I could double spell with 2 of these evokers, but that's about it. Both would be 3/3s. I would have a lightning bolt. I don't know what to do. I want to just pump the Pilgrim's Eye. They go to 5, then they go back to 6 on their turn. Maybe even more if they attack with the Shadow Heart cleric thing. I can discard. I don't think this is gonna help. The fact they got 3 additional life makes it so much worse. But can I win if I don't double spell? That is the question here. I think I have to at least put the lightning bolt in my hand. And no, this is just too expensive. I never had really an option to do anything with it. So am I gonna leave the bolt in my hand? That kind of discourages them from attacking here. I can take the 7 here. Or I can just play the other evokers and discard like a... Because these will both become bigger. This will be a 2/2, this will be a 3/3 at that point. If that matters. It matters in blocking the 2/2s, I guess. I don't want to lose the bot though. It can be... Because now I can attack in the air with +2 and then beat them with 2. I guess I'll just do like this. This is really annoying because they have managed to get all that life. All that life. I'm not running out of time. I have 10 minutes here. This is game 3. Did they have to gain that life? Don't think there's even enemy 1 draw. Maybe if I get to tap their creatures again, I can tap 4 of their creatures though. Oh, Shadow Heart. Well, my deck is full of rares and I have won with them, so it's, I mean, I'm not gonna be that sad about it. But yeah, it was so close to winning. They even didn't know that I have the bolt capability in my hand. They don't attack with anything. I mean, that is really good for me, and they didn't even play another life gainer. I don't know why they are not attacking with anything. They should attack with the 7/6 at least. I'm not gonna bolt anything right now. Or should I bolt? Because I have only 1 red. Okay, let's bolt their face. This might be my only way to win here. Yeah, I think this gives me a win for the next turn if they don't attack with the Shadow Heart. And if they don't have a removal, and if they don't have more life gain. So that's a lot of ifs. But now they're gonna go to 2. Or actually, if they... removal doesn't even help. If they don't attack with the Shadow Heart, or gain life in any way, I will win just with the evokers giving me a bolt. I have to sacrifice a non-token creature, and then they get it if it's cheap. Okay, so Pilgrim's Eye is still good if they attack now with the Shadow Heart, but it's also the smallest creature. Okay, I'm gonna sack this and hope they don't attack with the Shadow Heart. I don't know. Maybe now that I sacked my flyer, they won't. No, now they did the correct. They should have attacked a lot earlier too. They might also have a trick of some kind. So now I basically won't really stand a chance. They go to 6 and then end of the turn they go to 7. I can try to block this, but I think they might have a Dreadly Norm or something like that. Giving +2 +1/+1 counters, they gain even more life. So I guess I'll still do it like this. Now if they have a Dreadly Norm, it still dies, and this, you know, blocks here. I don't know. I think. Okay, well, that was just... Oh, it has Death Touch. Jeez, I forgot it has Death Touch. I forgot it has Death Touch. And now there's the Simulacra, which might be a little bit too late. Am I gonna get the face-down version of this thing? I can't even put X equals 5 here. Oh man, I'm still at 6 lands at 21 cards left in the deck, and I also cast the Pilgrim's Eye in here. But they lost their life. If they don't draw a dragon, but of course I'm facing so much damage here, how do I actually win? With the Evokers, if I jump, I'm taking 8. Oh, I'm taking 10. Ah, Jesus, the Sepulchre goal is gonna be +2. Ah, it's not gonna work. I would need to have a X equals 5 here. I would get my own Herd Culture. Oh man, I actually would just win the game with it. Now I lose. I need 2 of these guys. And I need to even discard the Bolt here. I need the Simulacra. Well, okay, I guess if I draw... because I need to block 2 guys. I need to draw an untapped land on the next turn. Because I need to block the Herd Culture and the Sepulchre goal. It's still not gonna be enough. I mean, I'm gonna get only 1 permanent with this thing. If I only block the Herd Culture here, they're gonna sack something on the goal. It's 4 + 6, 10 damage. So this is a forced thing here. And because I'm gonna go to 4 here. So I guess if I get yeah, it's not gonna be enough. Even if I draw the land. what a mockery. So I never got to 7 lands when I drew 20 cards from the deck. This was ridiculous. I think I had this game so easily, but they had to have the life linker here, and I guess if I didn't double block it, I was really sure they have the pump effect. I just really forgot it has also Death Touch. So if I only put the 4/4 in there, yeah, I would be in a little bit better shape. But now that I still didn't draw the 7th land, probably not. So I'm gonna just not waste the time. I'm gonna concede here because there's nothing I can do with these things. But even if I drew the 7th land, I will copy, you know, all this stuff. I get the Herd Culture on the battlefield, go to 7. Then I block the Herd Culture. They attack with all these. That's 8 damage even when they don't sacrifice anything. So I wasn't gonna win with the land on this turn. I needed it a lot earlier. Now the deck was very fun. It was a frustrating last game though, I guess. Because I had so easy time there, until everything started going south, and it all was, you know, because I just never drew the lands. So still 2-1 with this deck with such a low amount of you know, early game is really decent. But I was so close at the 3 match wins yeah, I'm a bit sad about that fact, but it was really fun to resolve this simulacra. The harvester is this is not like a crazy bomb because it is only after all a 5 mana 4/4. Now sometimes you don't even get to turn face down or turn some big creatures face down. So point is that this is at its best when you are actually an aggressive deck and can use the tap effect so that you can enable big attacks. That's when this card is at its best, and then you just have this 4/4, you can play later on if that attack wasn't enough to win. In this kind of deck, it's not the best card, and maybe I should not even play both of them here. Could be possible that some Frost Giant might even be a better card, but I wanted to play all the double rares now that I was able to pick them. Of course, the Evokers is really good. But yeah, that was it. Very different kind of deck this time, and I got to play blue, and that was 2-1, still a decent result, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.